Things I love, Sunday morning breakfast with that bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances say I'm nothing for right. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love, the things I love.
Hello, and good morning. Ray and I just spent a little bit of mommy and me time out together. We went and dropped Anders off at school, and then I needed to get my hair trimmed because it's been breaking from all the dye and the bleach, and so I went and got about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches cut off my hair. So it's a lot healthier now, but I still have some dead ends that I need to get cut off next. She suggested like 4 weeks from now. So I'm gonna go do that in a couple weeks. I did buy some nicer shampoo and conditioner that are sulfate frees that are gonna help my hair too, and a hair mask. And then we went and got our toes done, which is what you saw in the last clip. Ray got her own little mani-pedi. We'll show you her toes when we get to the house. We'll show you both our toes. And now we're just on our way back to Grandma and Pop-Pop's house. Well, Mommy, it's our house now too. Just wait till we get out of the car. So yeah, we're just spending some time together this morning. That's okay, Buggy. We'll get it when we get to the house. And so now we're gonna go home. Ray wants to go out to lunch, so I might see if Grandma and Pop-Pop want to come to lunch with us in a little bit. It's only 10 o'clock, so not lunchtime just yet. But yeah, we're just trying to enjoy our time, and they thought she was so precious. The lady put the first coat of nail polish on Ray's nails, and Ray, being the sassy little diva that she is, says, oh God, sorry, I didn't even think about the music. So Ray, being the sassy little diva that she is while we were getting our nails and toes done, they put the first coat on, and Ray goes, "You're supposed to do 2 coats." Like the nail tech didn't know. Are you serious? It was so funny. And of course the lady, she was so sweet. She just played along. She goes, "Oh yeah? Thank you. I didn't know. You're my first customer. This is my first time doing nails." And I was like, oh my gosh, she is so funny. Like, thank you for playing along and not being offended.
1,000 feet, turn right.
Because it was real funny.
They speak German.
They didn't speak German. They spoke Korean.
Yeah, I didn't understand them.
Take the next right, then turn left.
But yeah, so it was super cute that they just played along with her, and you know, Ray and her little Rayisms. She's just the funniest little 4-year-old I've ever met.
Turn left.
I like you guys.
Right.
But we also got to talking about Benji because the lady asked why I was wearing 2 rings on my necklace, and I let her know, and you know, it was really sweet. One of the guys that was doing another lady's nails was actually in the military, and
quarter mile, you will arrive at your destination.
Thank you. He was TDY in Ramstein years ago, and so we got to talking about that, and you know, I'm sure he'll get it a lot, all those questions. But now we're home, and then once we get inside, I'll show you our toes. I didn't get my nails done because I'm a picker and I would have picked it all off anyways. We got blue glittery, hold on, turn around the other way. There we go. We got blue glittery toes, and we got just a shimmery nail polish. It's so beautiful. And I got this coral color for my toes.
What are you doing?
So I got a call from Anders' teacher about 10-15 minutes ago.
Have you seen my toenails and my...
We already showed them.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. I've got your popcorn. So I got a call from Anders' teacher about 15-20 minutes ago, and in class they're writing goodbye notes to one of the kids that's leaving, and I guess while writing the goodbye note, Anders decided that he wanted Miss Schnell, his teacher, he wanted his teacher to
I'm just
He wanted his teacher to tell the class that his daddy passed away. So something about writing the goodbye letter triggered it in him. And for anyone who knows us, even if you don't really know us, Durs isn't one to really talk about it. We'd often talk about how we miss him, but Anders, he's my big softie. He doesn't watch the memorial video because it makes us cry, and we don't really talk about daddy being gone. We just talk about the things we love about daddy, because it's hard for him to talk about. He's a lot like me, and it's hard to talk about. So while writing the goodbye letters, he told Miss Snell that he wanted his class to know about his daddy passing away. He wanted his teacher to tell the class about his daddy passing away, and she said, "Are you sure? That's big news, and I don't want to tell everyone if that's not what you really want." And he said, "No, I want everyone to know." And so he did. She told the class, and then there's a song, and I'm not gonna insert it because I don't want to be copyrighted, but if you look up "Jealous of the Angels," Ray loves that song. My mom introduced it to her, and my eyeball hurts. And he asked his teacher to play "Jealous of the Angels" after telling the class about his dad. And if you listen to that song, it's really sweet. It's about being jealous of the angels that get to hang out with the loved one that has passed. And so she played it, and she said she cried, and he cried, and the whole class cried, and now I'm gonna cry. It's just really sweet that he wanted her to do that, but he's such a big softie that it's just crazy to me that he wanted her to do that, since he doesn't really talk about his daddy being gone. And she just said she wanted to call and tell me about it, just so that I was aware of what happened. And she said she tried to see if he wanted to go talk to the counselors, if he needed to talk about it, if he needed to leave. And she said no, and he was fine, and he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to talk to the counselor. So she did say, if it was something I wanted, I could ask him. Stupid wind. I could ask him if he wanted to talk to the counselor. So I just think it's crazy that he wanted the whole class to know, and he wanted that song played, because that's not one we listen to around him, because he is my big sweetheart, and it does make him cry. But she said after they cried and after they listened to the song, she hugged him, and she was holding him the whole time he was crying, and then he was just fine. He was ready to go to music class, and so he went on with his day. And I think it's crazy, but I love that he was ready to express what had happened with all of his classmates. So and actually she had asked the class who had already known, and he had already told a couple of his friends, and he'd even told his friends what had happened. And so at least he's talking about it, and he's doing okay. And so now whenever he gets home from school, Grandma went to go pick him up, because she also had to run to the store. We're out of tissues. Our allergies are really bad from all this wind. So Grandma went to go pick him up, and when he gets home, I'm gonna see if he tells me about it, and if not, then I'll bring it up and let him know, hey, Miss Snell told me today that you talked about Daddy being gone, and I just wanted to make sure you're okay, and see how he's doing and stuff. So it's just crazy to me. I never expected him to be the one to tell this whole class.